Alright guys, disgusting day in the markets. Disgusting. That's how fast it comes down. Now, I want to start with the Namo. I talked about how these could possibly make an inverted head and shoulders here. Okay? It is the most likely. I'm actually surprised at the little amount this declined. So, if you look at here from 20 to negative 14, you would have to literally straight line drop tomorrow. Okay, $20 to $30 on SPY for this to be bottomed out. That's what you need, okay? If you want to put in a dip here, that's a major dip. Okay, I'll come back to this. Do I think that is the case? No, I don't. That's the soybean tweet. That's AI Japan. That is whatever that was. And we came down here today. Now, as you can see, what's different here? Stowe bottomed out. Stowe bottomed out. Okay? Did the Stowe bottom out today? No, it did not. Okay? That bottom right there, I think it's this one. So you need full capitulation, right? That is not what we got today. Okay, today was, even though it looked gross, today was controlled selling. It wasn't a shock, it was controlled selling. Now, I know this looks ass, but this is about 75% down volume. It is not 90. So, the bottom is not in. Here, this is like, now you're putting in a fucking low. This is not done yet. So, what do I think is going to happen? Well, first of all, I posted last night in the chat. This is probably for me going to be a one trade week type of dealio. So, I wasn't in shorts or speedos, and if I would have been, I would have sold them right there. Then we fucked around and then Trump came on. This is them telling Trump they don't like his policy, in my opinion. And am I going to just ride puts just cause during Trump's press conference? No, I'd rather sit cash and wait. Okay, so what do I think will happen? Pending a news candle tomorrow that reverses up all the way up to here, I will sell my small position right at open, and I'm going to wait until end of day. The reason is, if we get actual selling and we start hitting our next level down. What's our next level down? Well, we got two. 674, you could even open there. But the next big one for me, like if we start eating shit, is here, 660. Not only do we have a phantom here, but this is an FOMC line. So, why is that interesting? Well, because you took out 1, 2, landed at the third FOMC meeting, next one down. That's the adjusted price. Now, if we get a dead cat bounce, and this is where it gets a little complex, right? So, let's say you dead cat tomorrow, but you don't clear 681, automatic short. If you get up to here, automatic short. For this to have a sustained dead cat bounce rally, and I'm talking, a day and a half, right? you need not to sell more tomorrow. You need to decay premiums both sides and bounce on core PCE. At this point, a bounce of core PCE would probably only take you, there's a ghost right on SPY. There's a ghost here, and then I think 680, I think it's 687 plus that. This gap down here on a new moon, this looks exactly like when we started eating shit here, right? The only difference is that was intraday. This leaves a ES gap. Now these usually fill. However, okay, I posted this, it would make sense for this market to go down here, okay? But if you start selling, like actually selling, and you're gonna do a fib retracement on this fucker, I don't think you get down there until June. But I'll tell you what, I think this gap fills in June, and then I think, remember 712 on SPY that I had for this December end of year? I think that is now your end of year target, okay? I am looking for this gap to fill in June, not right now. I think we go down, we go sideways, we probably come fill this gap later on in the spring, and from there into June, this is gonna be the bottom, and it's probably gonna have to do with these European tariffs, and then they're gonna try to pump the shit out of this market into the midterms, okay? But that doesn't help us right now. Let's just focus on this week. So to sum it up, dead cat bounce unless a news scandal that changes everything, because Trump saying watch the Davos speech is gonna be a big one. If it's anything like today's speech, then like you're gonna fucking crater. Why would they be putting out GDP and core PCE right now? I'm thinking, I mean, it's forecasted to be really good, so I'm thinking this is the dead cat bounce. Therefore, my tactic tomorrow will be sell if it's green at open, wait all fucking day, because if it's green at open, it's a news scandal, it'll fucking retrace, okay? If we're red at open because of the news, what the fuck is gonna bring this market higher besides that economic data? Nothing, okay? So therefore, this would be the dead cat bounce that I'm going to be playing. Now with that said, look, the VIX is right here. Sure, it's above the Bollinger Band. Okay, so what? Big expiration tomorrow. It's done this before. Okay, there's a good example. Can still go higher, right? And the reason I didn't play the 20s tonight was because this is not high enough in these conditions to do it. Plain and simple. So, if tomorrow is a premium crush day, right now the 20s are $10 out of the money. Do I think we open at 687? No fucking way. No way. If we do, will I be stoked? Yeah, because I got my little 682 Friday position. Okay, that's the one I'm monitoring, because I think a day of this, you have that range, right? You have it in premiums. They're gonna slide. They already sliced in the money premiums throughout from here to here. They sliced them in half for Friday. Okay, so what you're essentially doing here right now is you're taking out all of this in premium pump, right? Just in a few days. That's why if you buy something, it'll fucking evaporate pretty fast. And yes, this was a nice short, but puts here, did fucking nothing, right? So I'm gonna be watching that strike and that strike specifically. Why? Because you got that gap right there. That'll put him in the money on a dead cat bounce if tomorrow holds. Okay, now downside again, I got 3 alerts here to sell you. I got a dark pool mega spot. I know that I've got more dark pool stuff there. And then I got fucking absolute death right here. Now if you get here within a day or two, then yes, that'll fucking put a bottom in this. But like this, not so much. So, again, let me pull up a few things here just to nail this home to you. This is the likeliest right now, and this is not even looking like a little full moon bounce. This is looking like a flip of the full moon, where full moon is another short-term high and you go down into the moon and they flip. Because remember, we live on the Gregorian calendar, we don't live on the moon calendar. It needs a flip at some point in the year, right? Because, you know, 12, 13, that whole fucking big question mark in the illusion of time. So that's the NAS, okay? If Trump wants to fucking come out and say Greenland no more, then sure, I'll fucking buy this. But I don't think that's the case. I think that we drop, we chop, we get a pop, we fucking die here. Okay, that's what I think as of right now. Now, exhibit whatever the fuck into the dead cat bounce. This was beyond on point. One day, this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Okay. Well, that would have to be, I know it's in the middle right there. But as far as I know, if you tomorrow on Wednesday start buying end of days on Friday, dead cat bounce positions, you're not gonna be exactly killed. It could have something to do, I don't think these fuckers hike. They gotta do something. Like, that shit in Japan is bad. Okay, so those are my thoughts as far as individuals. Look, stranger danger. I posted this in the chat today. Fucking disgusting. Okay, you have, maybe pick a tool, any tool. Here. Fucking island, gap, top, whatever. Cake. Is it cake? If you got kids, you know what I mean. I mean, come on, dude. Like, what? To all of this shit? Alright, so what is that then? Where is this gonna go? It either stops right there, and yes, there's also a fucking candle saying that that is it. I'll show you. It is right fucking here. Sure. Like, what is that light say? This reminds me, you know what this reminds me of? Remember when the sky was falling and Nvidia put in 96 of these? Remember? At 80 or whatever the fuck. That's what that reminds me of. So like, who knows? But as you can see here, no dark pool buying, not yet. Some like, this is more like hold the market up until we nuke it. So again, 674 right there, pretty obvious. Yeah, and then death and gore. Okay. In gamma terms, unless you get over 683 on Daddy Trump, Robin, Davos, Aladdin lamp, you're fucking going down. Okay. Pretty significant selling. Everything kind of looks shit What is this? Let's take a look at the gamma here while we're at it. Like we're talking bear market, like plenty of downside, not in a straight move, of course. Line. Tomorrow, 673 on tap, and that's kind of your top. Unless you gap over here, which I doubt, but surprise me, Don. Yeah, that's that. Ghost, right? Okay. Thursday. Same shit. Friday. Zero chance. This is some head shit. I don't know what would they have to do to get us there by Friday? You'd have to have Putin on his knees eating 2 scoops out of a cone in Davos with the Danish doing cartwheels on stage, and Zelensky showing a drug test that is negative for that to happen. We all know that's not happening. So chances are you're gonna like see that little fucker right there. Like chances are it's gonna get ugly still. But yeah, I am staying 95% cash. I like catching bottoms. I'm gonna be watching and trying to figure out when this goes here. I want to catch that because I've caught that one, I've caught that one, I've caught that one, I've caught that one. I want to catch the next one. Okay, that's what I do. They also have a apple crown here. Now if China wants to be badass, now that we're not buying wine and cheese anymore, what they need to do is absolutely fucking just rip this shit higher and send Baba to 200. Okay? As far as like seeing how sad this shit is, and obviously as I said, this is probably going to 70. I have officially obviously I'm not in this shit right now. I have officially withdrawn from the Mark Zuckerberg fan club, unless this has a strong day tomorrow, and I will show you why. We're gonna borrow this from here. We're gonna highlight this. Now this is the scary part where you might want to reconsider what the fuck's gonna go on here. Because look at that. When's the last time this happened, you ask? Well, I will show you. Last time this happened, we gotta go way back. Because look at what happened the other way. I mean, come on, baby. A run from 150 to like 8 something. Last time this happened, we were at 336. And then we had earnings. And oh boy, Instagram became Shitstagram. Okay? Disgusting. So, a lot of talks about data centers. Yeah, bro. Maybe that was someone being like, you know, let me dump all of my shit, because that's what it looks like currently. However, again, this is intriguing. It was intriguing here as well, so you know, staying away from these big inflated fucking names until we see some actual reversal action. Yeah, those are my thoughts I'm gonna be on for open and then probably not do shit all day and then come and revisit and see where we are, where the VIX 1D, where the VIX is in the day, so that I don't make any plans to scalp all day and play karate. Thank you. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.